The air at the National Portrait Gallery was electric with anticipation. An event that had been long awaited, a gathering meant to celebrate artistic achievement, had promised a moment of grace and glamour. But the evening, which was meant to celebrate the brilliance of the British monarchy and its artistic patronage, would take a startling turn, leaving the royal family and the entire world in stunned disbelief. It was supposed to be Princess Catherine's long-awaited return to public life, a moment that would bring joy and relief to the royal family and their millions of supporters. After months of speculation and whispers about her health, the sight of her smiling, poised, and composed once again at a royal event was supposed to signal the end of the storm that had surrounded her for so long. Her presence at the National Portrait Gallery had been seen as a hopeful sign, a reaffirmation that Catherine was back on her feet after the health battles she had faced privately for so long. But what the public didn't expect, what they could not have possibly prepared for, was the shocking news that came from the very heart of Kensington Palace. Just when the royal family seemed to be recovering from a tumultuous period, Catherine's return was marred by a sudden announcement that turned everything upside down. The statement that followed, issued with great caution, left the world in disbelief. Catherine's health had taken a dramatic and unexpected turn, and her return to full public life was now uncertain. While the announcement took everyone by surprise, those closest to Catherine knew that this news was not entirely out of the blue. Behind her radiant smiles and graceful appearances, Catherine had been silently battling something far more severe than the public could ever imagine. In the past few months, insiders close to the palace had reported that Catherine's condition had deteriorated, despite her efforts to continue her royal duties. Sources close to her revealed that Catherine had been fighting against severe fatigue and exhaustion, with some suggesting that her health struggles were taking a much greater toll than anyone knew. For the past few months, Catherine had been seen at royal engagements, seemingly fulfilling her duties with her usual poise. But the cracks were beginning to show. Behind the scenes, it was becoming clear that Catherine was pushing herself too hard, attempting to balance her role as the Princess of Wales, a devoted mother of three, and a symbol of royal strength. But the weight of it all was beginning to break her. The toll of public expectations, royal responsibilities, and the underlying health concerns had finally led to the point where she could no longer carry on as before. The decision to step back from public life was one of the most difficult choices she had ever made, but those closest to her knew it was necessary. As the palace carefully worded its statement, the lack of transparency left royal observers in a state of confusion. What had gone wrong? Was this just a minor setback, or was there something far more serious behind Catherine's health crisis? The public was left with more questions than answers, and the silence surrounding the details only fueled a frenzy of speculation. The news of Catherine's health struggles hit hardest within the royal family, and no one felt the weight of it more than her husband, Prince William. As the future King of England, his every move is scrutinized by the press and public alike. Yet, despite the royal obligations that come with his title, William's priority in this moment was clear: his family. Reports surfaced that Prince William had decided to clear his schedule entirely, stepping back from official engagements to focus on supporting his wife and children during this challenging time. This decision, though deeply personal, was also a statement to the world. Family, at this moment, came above duty. For Prince William, the decision to temporarily step away from his royal responsibilities wasn't just about supporting Catherine. It was about ensuring that he was present for his wife and children during a moment of crisis, something he knew all too well after losing his mother, Princess Diana, at a young age. This was not merely a shift in priorities, this was a reflection of his deep-rooted sense of family and his commitment to being there for those he loves. In a time where royal duty often trumps all personal concerns, William's actions spoke volumes. But what did this mean for the future of the monarchy? Could Catherine's health struggles prompt a shift in the royal family's structure? With Catherine stepping back from her public role, the royal family faced a unique challenge. As one of the most active members of the monarchy, her absence left a noticeable gap in royal duties. Catherine's ability to connect with the public, to represent the royal family with grace and charm, was unmatched. Without her, the royal calendar seemed somewhat incomplete. And while seasoned members of the family, such as Queen Camilla, Princess Anne, and the Duchess of Edinburgh, stepped up to cover some of Catherine's engagements, it became clear that no one could truly replace the Princess of Wales in her role. Behind the scenes, Palace aides were working tirelessly to manage the situation, balancing the need for privacy with the overwhelming public demand for information. There was an urgent need to reassure the public, to ease the growing concern, but the palace remained tight-lipped about the specifics of Catherine's health condition. The lack of clarity only fueled further speculation, as sources hinted at long-term health issues that could keep Catherine from returning to her full royal duties. If this were the case, what would it mean for the monarchy's future? As news of Catherine's health struggles spread, the outpouring of support was nothing short of overwhelming. Messages flooded social media, with hashtags like #PrayForCatherine and #WeLoveCatherine trending worldwide. Fans, admirers, and supporters from all over the world expressed their heartfelt wishes for her recovery, with candlelight vigils held in major cities. The collective grief and hope were palpable. It wasn't just the royal family that was hurting. Millions of people who had been touched by Catherine's charitable work and public service were now holding their breath, waiting for any news of her recovery. From mental health advocacy to early childhood education, Catherine had made a significant impact on countless lives. Her absence, even temporarily, was felt by many, but it also underscored just how deeply connected she had become to the public. Her strength, resilience, and grace had made her a beloved figure, not just as a royal, but as a mother, a wife, and a woman of great empathy. As the weeks go on and Catherine's health remains uncertain, the questions surrounding her future role in the monarchy grow. Could this health crisis force a permanent change in her responsibilities as Princess of Wales? Would other senior members of the royal family need to step in permanently? And how would this affect the monarchy in the long term? These questions remain unanswered, but what is clear is that Catherine's recovery, or lack thereof, will play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the British royal family. In this unprecedented moment, the monarchy faces a crossroads. The royal family has always been a symbol of strength, unity, and tradition, but as the world changes, so too does the institution. Could this crisis lead to a shift in the way the monarchy operates? Or will it remain steadfast, with Catherine emerging stronger than ever, ready to continue her royal duties? The coming months will be critical for both Catherine and the monarchy. The world watches in suspense, hoping for a positive update. But in the meantime, the royal family must navigate the uncharted waters of personal crisis, public scrutiny, and the future of an institution that has weathered countless storms. As the story unfolds, we will continue to bring you the latest updates on this royal crisis. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news.